When the compass needle sank irregularly and then just said downward, the world of scientific discoverers in the icy fields of the Antarctic was completely out of the hands. A probable change in gravity in her instrument led her on an unexplored path of discovery that would astonish the world. Her discovery was evidence of a highly developed civilization that grew in the depths of the earth and echoed the controversial stories that Admiral Richard Byrd told years ago in his personal had written a diary. Admiral Byrd, an illustrious figure in analog research, had left behind a conjecture that was filled with both joy and skepticism. In his diary, there are reports of his journey home in the Arctic regions, where he probably stood on a highly developed civilization that lived beneath the Earth's upper place. But the existence of an inner Earth, inhabited by a highly developed society, was for many more in the realm of science fiction than reality. But his detailed descriptions and serious messages painted a living picture that still resonated with a group of incarcerated explorers. Despite Byrd's happiness as a retired discoverer, his views are met with great skepticism. A hidden civilization beneath our feet seemed elevated, but the possibility was too tempting to rule them out from the start. His paintings ended a riot of curiosity and a little debate between scientists, researchers, and self-researchers. Was the Earth really high and controlled an entire civilization? Could there be something to the misleading stories about a utopia raised from the chaos of the surface world? In the Antarctic, where the ice extends as far as the eye can see, and the harsh climate leaves no one spared, a team of researchers ventured to ask questions, search, and to reveal the secrets that have been hidden for years. Here they hope to find answers to the questions raised by Admiral Byrd's probably impossible discovery. A history is created, in which histories with secrets and technology with mythology are missing. It is a journey that traces the archives of ancient civilizations and pushes the boundaries of modern scientific thinking. It is a story about the eternal human struggle to explore the unknown, the struggle to question what exists, and the struggle to redefine the boundaries of our own existence. So let's join us on this journey together and enter the labyrinth of zippers and enlightenment to unlock the secrets of the hidden civilizations of the earth within. The idea of civilizations growing beneath the earth may sound like a mystery of science fiction, but history itself is proof of the existence of such habitats. All over the world, there are many representations of emerging civilizations that were at home in the subsurface of the earth. And the fascinating history of the sub-village town of Derinkuyu in Cappadocia, Turkey, is one of the most convincing representations. Derinkuyu was discovered by chance by a villager in 1963 and developed as a marvel of ancient engineering. This labyrinthine city was located 18 fences and 85 meters below the surface and could house about 20 people, 5 of them and their food. It was a very small town where institutions ranged from wine cellars and oil presses to religious rooms and schools. The constructed air shafts provided fresh air and large stone windows for the safety of the residents. Derinkuyu challenged our conventional understanding of human capabilities in the ancient world and asked why and how such a city came into existence. If we look to ancient Egypt, there is another example of part of a sub-village. The Great Sphinx of Gizeh, a mysterious monolith, is known for its secret chambers beneath the imposing structure. Most of these rooms are undiscovered due to the city's wish management. Still undiscovered, its existence concludes that our ancestors knew and had the means to create complex component structures. The Greek historian Herodot wrote of an infinite labyrinth in Egypt that was more magnificent than any known pyramid. He described a colossal temple complex, hidden beneath the surface, consisting of thousands of rooms and passageways lined with astonishing sculptures and hieroglyphs. Moreover, the precise situation of this labyrinth is still difficult to pinpoint, which still reinforces the fascination of this historical council. Each of these examples reminds us that subdivision homes were not only possible, but were also constructed with remarkable refinement by our ancestors. The grounds for their accrual rights range from guilt against invasions and weird weather to religious and ceremonial purposes. But regardless of the land, these ancient civilizations saw that life beneath the earth was not only possible, but could change. In light of these historical examples, Admiral Byrd envisions an emergent civilization that is transforming into the earth, thus not completely dependent. If our ancestors could successfully build and inhabit separate cities with the limited technological resources of their time, then the idea of a highly developed, technologically evolved civilization living in the earth is worth serious consideration. As we delve deep into the secrets of the earth, it is important to remember these historical markers. They provide valuable insights into human simplicity and the possibility of adversary, and serve as compelling examples of how life can adapt and grow to the most unconventional spaces of life. They also lay the groundwork for the foreseeable exploration of the possibility of an entire civilization living in the earth and waiting only to be rediscovered, like Doreen Q in recent centuries. In the analogues of humanity's fascination with the unknown, the concept of an entire civilization walking beneath our feet is an enticing mystery. Although this hypothesis seems wrong, it is credible from certain tin shops. Let us challenge Admiral Richard Byrd's reservations and explore the logical possibilities that could lend credence to the ideas of a full, investigative civilization. Admiral Byrd's reservations about the existence of an investigative civilization are fascinating. His daily assignments, although recorded with skepticism, report on his journey into a gigantic, heavy language with temperate weather and heavy flora in the icy exterior of the high Arctic. He spoke of a continuing civilization on behalf of Agartha, which had developed in this paradise of exploration. The inhabitants had advancing technology and saw a deep intelligibility of the world and the universe. Byrd's detailed painting painted a vivid picture that was not easy to finish. To explore the possibility of such a civilization, we must venture into the realms of geology, ecology, and technology. If you look at the structure of the Earth, it consists of several disks, the crust, the mantle, and the Earth's core. This structure gives rise to the hypothesis of a high Earth with inner shells that could theoretically support life. While the high Earth theory is discussed by most scientists, in a story that explores the unknown, unconventional overviews are often employed. An ecologically sustainable life beneath the Earth would require certain ground-following constraints. This includes a stable temperature, a water width, breathable air, and a life-supporting food width. Several gates around the world, such as the Mavila Gate in Romania, already have unique ecosystems in the absence of sunlight, meaning life can in fact adapt to subterranean conditions. An advancing civilization with highly developed technology could probably solve the challenges associated with the absence of natural light and ventilation. Advancing technology could be the key to making an underground civilization feasible. And Byrd spoke of a society that was ahead of us and had technologies that were able to use energy and resources in ways that we can only dream of. They may have cracked the code for sustainable underground living, using geothermal energy, growing underground plants, or even replicating sunlight. The closer our society comes to these scientific extensions, the less likely this idea is. Allerdings naturally asks this couple why such a civilization would decide to remain hidden. There are several reasons that can justify this decision. It can be a measure of guilt and a test to preserve their society from the superseding tendencies that the oversoiled civilizations have introduced in recent history. It may also be that this civilization, having reached